And obviously, we work with a lot of patients that have tight muscles, either due to posture, stress, injury, that kind of thing. What are some of your recommendations for those of us that are always tight, like in my traps right now, and just usual day-to-day stresses that cause those tight muscles?
Right. So that's what's another thing that's great about Young Living. They have a couple of different products for that. One is their Cool Azul Pain Relief Cream. And that cream is for joint and muscle pain. And what it does, it has like that menthol and that wintergreen in it. So wintergreen has methyl salicylate in it. So that helps to inhibit that pain signal. And then the menthol, kind of gives you that cold sensing that really helps decrease that pain. So that's a great pain relief cream to use if you have sore muscles. For essential oils, Panaway is awesome. You dilute that and apply it topically. It also has the wintergreen in it. So that's not for kids under 12 because it has the wintergreen in it because that's the methyl salicylate. And then there's Copaiba, and that's a great oil. It kind of smells woodsy. It comes from the Amazons, a tree in the Amazons, and that's a great oil that you can use. And there's Deep Relief Roll-On that's super easy. And even today, I used what they call Aroma Seas. And this one was a friend of mine. It was her favorite. And she said she would just put it on any kind of like knot or, kind of like trigger point, anything that was bothering her, and it would just whoop, go away. And I was like, well, that's amazing. I have to go like try that. And so even today I was having like something right here, and I just put it on, and it really just relaxes that area. And that has basil, marjoram, cypress, but also the soothing and relaxing effects of lavender and peppermint. So that's a great one too.
So what, like I have a very sensitive nose, and I know a lot of these have a very distinct smell. Yes. Is that something that, do they have oils that don't have a smell, or is it something that like you can accommodate to?
Well, actually, all essential oils will have the scent of the plant that came with it and all the constituents that's in it. So know that if your sense of smell is heightened. Now, however, pure essential oils usually don't cause issues with people, with smell, because some essential oils are actually chemicals. They just take the floral water and then they put a ton of chemicals with it. And that actually is bothersome to people, but pure essential oils usually aren't. I will say this, they are potent. So if like scents are really strong for you, and a diffuser, I usually put 5 drops in my diffuser. You may only need 1. And I will say over the years, you kind of get desensitized to how strong the scents may be. With that being said, Panaway is not something you would diffuse. I mean, it smells like wintergreen. It smells like, like icy hot or something like that. It has that smell to it. So that's not something you would diffuse. And that's what it's going to smell like, if you put icy hot on. So if that bothers you. Aroma Seas has that basil and marjoram smell, so it's a little bit stronger. But like lavender is awesome. And so is peppermint. Most people love the smell of peppermint.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. The spray we use on our mats, we put some peppermint and lavender in that just so that it just kind of calming and makes it smell better.
Yeah.
So and anything else that you think like our population that might be watching this, wellness, post-op surgeries, just general postural thing, anything else that you think that would be beneficial for them to know?
Yeah, well, post-op, I would be, make sure you're speaking with your physician and dealing with that, because there's some things that can happen post-op that you may not want to use essential oils with, because essential oils can help decrease your blood viscosity, so maybe you could bleed more and things like that. So I would definitely be speaking with your surgeon if you're talking post-op. But otherwise, I'm sorry, let me just move this up. If you are just, definitely dealing with pain from, chronic pain and things, I would definitely look into, I'm sorry, my little daughter is
cute.
That I would look into doing, some things also with emotional health. I have found for me, a lot of times my emotional health can trigger different pain in my bodies in different areas. And so that's another way essential oils work really well, because they work with your limbic system that deals with your emotional. That's where you store your emotions, is through your limbic system. And so you can do a lot of release with essential oils that kind of helps with all of that overall I have found.
Awesome. Very cool. Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time
Thank
to
you.
do what you say. If somebody has any questions for you or would want to purchase some of these oils, how would they get in contact with you? Or do you have to go through a rep, I'm assuming, to get these oils, or you can purchase them from anywhere?
Yeah, so you can go with somebody you know, or if you would like me to kind of walk you through the process, my website is young, Y-O-U-N-G, and nourished.com. So we'd be happy to help you and walk you through the process.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cindy. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Sorry for the
Take care.
interruption.